Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. It is a Monday, however, Rob could not make it for reasons, personal reasons. So, unfortunately, it's not the start of Dinant, which also means that I figured I should play a solo scenario and just try to see if this one's any fun. Like, do the usual, essentially. Um, so the scenario I picked today is J-42. So it's journal, I forget, probably, I can't even look it up. My thing's closed. It's one of the journals. I forget which one. That's not important. But what is important is that it is an early war scenario, 1940, as you might expect from the chronological pace here. It involves the Dutch versus the Germans being the attackers. It takes place on board 32, and there's two overlays in this board, or at least in this scenario, I should say. So the first gives some brush down on K8, J8, K9, and the other one puts orchards up top on N2, M2. It's also for anybody who's, I guess, starting out, the numbers. So on this orchard, 1 and 2, uh, it's how you're supposed to read it when you place overlays. So 1 on the first hex, 2 is on the second hex. Sometimes there's 3 numbers, I believe, is the most that you might see. I forget. Either way, that's how it goes. Now, this scenario features the Dutch as some pretty just like early war defenders. They don't have anything too crazy. They do have an HMG, so I have to watch out for that as the Germans. Whereas the Germans have 2 armored cars and a handful of sport weapons. The forces are pretty much the same. It's 9 squads to 10, 10 and a half, I guess, technically. So the Germans don't have quite an advantage in terms of manpower. You have to leverage the stuff you have, essentially. On the flip side, the Dutch have a SAN of 4, which is pretty crazy. And the Germans, on the other hand, have a SAN of 3, which is at least acceptable. Excuse me. And the ELR of 2 for the Dutch may prove to be quite punishing. I hope it won't be the case, but you never know when it comes to low ELRs. Sometimes it can be really bad. Other than that, this 5.5 turns. It's not a particularly long scenario. With a low unit size, victory condition in this board is, or in this scenario, is the Germans win if they control 4 or more buildings in the Dutch setup area. I hope my mouse is not dying on me, actually, because I feel like I'm missing clicks here. So in the setup area, there are essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 buildings, and I definitely missed a click. I may need to replace my mouse. That sucks. I feel like I go through them fast. But yeah, so essentially Germans are attacking. Not much to really say. The stream, so normally there's a stream on this lower half of the board. It is considered dry, and so are the pawns. I believe, I don't know where it is actually in the regular board. But suffice to say, there's at least like 1 open ground hex that wouldn't be that because it would pawns considered open ground. All right, so without further ado, let's get some weather checked. No special weather going on. I should also point out that some units can gain concealment because nobody can see them. So, for example, this rear armored car can't be seen by anybody. These guys can technically be seen down the road, and this group here can be seen by these guys. Yeah, my mouse really is dying. That sucks. How long have I had this for? You know, Reed Dragonlight, you're not helping me out here. I don't know why mice only seem to last like a year these days. All right, Complaining aside, there's no rally phase actions for me to do. I don't want to assemble or disassemble anything. I do want to go into prep fire phase, however. And first order of the day, the armored car in O5 is going to take a shot at the units in K3. It's shooting straight down the road. However, whenever you stop movement, I believe, unless stated otherwise, or if you are a vehicle, you are considered in the woods. And they're concealed, so the armored car is essentially just shooting 4 up 1 at those guys. Sadly, I have missed by 1, which means nothing happens. I was kind of hoping for a 6. I had the idea to try for a 2-hit, but honestly, a 2-hit and then shoot, I don't know. You're probably legally allowed to do that because they're considered separate weapon systems, but I don't know if the separate attack would have really helped me out, so I'm just gonna have to live with it. I do have the opportunity to shoot the 2 squads, which might be some value. I don't know if it's necessarily the case. I might just hold off on it. However, on the bottom side, I do want to take this mortar in 06, and I think the only group I can see is going to be the guy in K8, so I will lob a shell at him. I will get a hit and rate, which is really nice. IFT is a big ol' nothing. Let's get a counter out here. Because I got rate of fire, I will take another shot. I will get a second hit, no rate, and no effect. So I've got a -2 AC, which is pretty nice. Now just a bunch of 447s that I don't really know what I'm going to do with. I think I'm going to go to movement, and we're going to try and be pretty aggressive here. So the idea I have is I want to overrun this foxhole, and I want to try and beat back whatever's here. In order to approach on this, I might have to essentially bypass M1. But if I do that, it's it's not great and puts me in direct fire. However, I don't really have much else in options. Another thing I can do is I can essentially go into M3 because being in these woods, this will block line of sight. Line of sight to M3 and N3 is like actually really bad. So I think my idea here, or my options are going to be 2, 4, and then just wait that out. Do I want to? It's an 8-1. I've got time on the board. Yeah, what else do I want to do? I'm going to have one of these squads, an 05, is going to use the woods. So I'm going to pay 2 and then 4 to stay in the woods and get that bonus. Do I want to shoot? You know what? I'm going to reveal one guy. I'll take one guy to shoot. It's a 4 flat. Nothing happens. There is 2 residual. I don't know if I'm going to care about it. But these guys are going to go 2-4. They'll just stay there. Over here, I'm going to have a 447 squad move to N5 for 2. You know what? For shits and giggles, I'm going to see if this 437 can shoot at them. I don't know. That is a clean shot. So they will take it. It's a 5-on-2, which is a normal. Passed with flying colors. I did not put the sniper numbers. Axis is 3, sniper 4, your ELR there. Did I roll anybody's sniper? No. No, I did not. The Germans rolled their own, which does not count for anything. There is technically 1 residual, which kind of sucks because I don't really get much out of that movement. However, the leader and squad are going to go 2 to stay in woods, 4, and then 6 into M5. As I get into M5, this guy, in case 6 is going to reveal, he'll do a 4 flat. He cowers, so no effect. And technically 1 residual. Yeah. Next up, my big stack on the top here. I think my plan is going to be guy with the MMG is just going to essentially assault move to N0. The leader will join him. One squad will bypass for 1, bypass for 2. I don't think I can technically shoot him from this guy. And then gets in here for 3-4. He will lose concealment because I will just straight up take a shot at him. It's up 1, down 1, so flat on 12. 7 on 12 is a morale check of some kind. 7 on 12 is a 1 morale check only, which means he's passed with flying colors, which is not great. Kind of makes me regret doing that separately, but that's fine. Only 1 guy revealed here. So next up, I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys will subsequent because I might as well. It is down 1 on 6. So 4 on 6 is also a morale check of some sort. These guys will break 2 morale check. They'll ELR as well. That's rough. But they're final fire now, so that's a positive. I'm going to redo that. There we go. Do I save the shot or not? All the infantry's moved up, so I'm going to not do that. Armored car is going to start for 1. They'll lose concealment eventually, but start for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will... ooh. What is my overrun? They are not in open ground. Because I think I can overrun while they are in the woods, but claim road movements. It's either that or I stop. It's one of the two. That's a PSW 221 or something? 222 maybe? What is it? It is... I'm inundated with vehicles. Panzers, Stoogs, Does, Storm Tigers. Come on. I really should put bookmarks in this PDF. Really? Does SPWs before PSWs? Alright, PSW 222. Nope. Right, it's the 2-3-1-6 red, it looks like. Alright, overrun is 14. I could potentially be CC reaction fired, I think. I think it's close. Let me get the chart out so I can tell what would be worthwhile if I overrun. CC reaction fire if they survive. Yeah, you can't overrun via bypass, blah, blah, blah. If I overrun, it should be fine. Check for rubble, hut collapse, partial trail break, not the case. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try because I think that might be interesting / fun and worthwhile. So I started for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna try and get here. That's gonna cost another 6 plus 1 for road. So that's 13. The unit trying to retain concealment must take a patsy. So it takes a task check. He fails it and becomes pinned, I believe. And they're also inexperienced, so that's probably should have just dropped it. Either way, it doesn't matter. Um, these are learning experiences at the very least. In the future, I'll just know to drop it if I have to take a one patsy. Excuse me. So there's no defensive verse fire that I want to do, mostly because there's nothing that really can be done. They're green units. The vehicles button up. They don't have a chance to blow up the vehicle outside of CC reaction fire, so there's no point trying to do anything with it. The vehicle will perform its overrun. I've got a PDF that already calculates it or has the values more specifically. So in this case, it is a if we're doing the math here, it's 4 for being an armored fighting vehicle with a usable MA. It is, even though it has a IFE equivalent, the important part here is that it is not technically specifically an IFE, and it is not a machine gun. Even though if you look at the weapon and all that blah blah blah, what matters is the 4 that it gains from that. Then you triple and have the usable MGs. So in this case, or actually it might be a 2. That might make more sense. Let's double check here. So, if we triple and then have the usable MG plus IFE, we're looking at 8 to a 24. Then have to 12. And does this state it's a 14? Okay, yeah. So it is not right. So because it has IFE, it's not 4, it's a 2. All right, cool. So that's how we get the number. Is it has an IFE. The way it's written in the chart confused me. But it's a 14. It is not halved because the vehicle is not eliminated or immobilized for doing this move. It has not been shot at. The unit that was concealed lost concealment, so the overrun firepower is not halved anymore against it. Outside of that, there is no modifier outside of the one for woods, I believe. So, IFT, we're looking at 8 on 14. 8 on 14 is a 1 morale check. So, top guy first, he's fine. And second guy is fine. Wow. Sniper doesn't activate. This guy is now considered fired, I believe. I can't do CC reaction fire with the pin guy, but I can with the first fired guy, so I might as well. CC reaction fire, absolutely not. And so this guy has paid like 13. We'll say 14. 15. 16. Do I have... he'll technically be marked final. I don't remember who has what. I don't necessarily want to take a chance, but I'm just gonna... Okay, so he's the LMG. So I'm just going to take these guys to the bottom. LMG is gonna take a shot. That is absolutely a hit. And that might be a kill. That is rear on turret, which should be a plus. Should be just 1 from the armor. Distance will get a +2. So yeah, that is a kill from the LMG. So on this, that's a terrible start. Crew survival is 4. They don't make it. So wreck. All right, well that's a bummer. This guy is now marked first fire. But at the very least, I should know where the weapons are now. That's it for movement. Everybody's moved and done their shenanigans. Defensive fire phase. I mean, this guy doesn't have targets. Neither this guy. Nobody else has any that they can shoot at. So we'll go to advanced fire phase, of which I've got, I guess this 4 up 1, or sorry, 4 up 2. Yeah, 4 up 2. Won't do anything because that's an 8 on 4, which should not do anything. Sadly, I'm 1 off once more. So he's marked prepped. That guy's going to retreat. I do have a 2 up 1. Nope. Wish I could swap those numbers around. These two guys will fire as a fire group against the guy in the foxhole, so it's a 4 up 2. They cower to a 6 on 2, which is a pintash check. Or, sorry, 6 on 4, which is a normal. These guys are pinned, which doesn't do anything, and sniper doesn't activate. I would mark them, but, you know, I'm just ending the phase now, so no need. Go to route phase. In the route phase, the attackers go first. So this guy in L1 is going to route to M1 and stay there. I believe that's the only guy broken. That's it for routes. Advances. Let's try to be a little aggressive here. This leader is going to pop into the woods hex. This concealed stack is going to advance. You advance. This guy's going to go in for some CC. And this stack is going to go into M1. I think that's my goal here. Yep. Go to CC phase. There is one possible CC. Germans, Dutch Germans will get ambush. It is a 1-to-1 down 1, which won't do anything, and 1-to-1 up 1, which also will not do anything. The melee stays. It's important to note that these guys are, I believe, technically in different locations for the purposes of CC, but otherwise not, if I remember correctly. I don't think I'm going to be bothering shooting at my own guys, but it's always worthwhile to point that out. So first Dutch turn, weather is a lovely 3 that goes to waste. There's no interrogation or anything that we have to worry about. Rallies, there's one rally thing to do. I'm going to have essentially a 9-1 reveal himself to try and rally the broken second line squad. It will not succeed. And that just stays as is. We go to prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, I don't have to worry about this vehicle anymore. I do want to try my hand here. So K6 is going to shoot at the guys in M5. That is a miss. These greens don't really have anything they care to do, which is fine. But do I reveal this guy or move? Might actually be better to move. One of the green squads is going to shoot the 448. You know what? I'll shoot the up. Okay. Well, rip that guy. I was really hoping maybe 4 up 1. I get a 6. You know, even if it's a pintash check, that's pretty nice. I think I have to bail with my guys here. Yeah, I think I have to bail here. So, in the movement phase, these green guys are going to move 1, 2, 3, and then 4 with road rate. Or road bonus, I should say. Concealed guys, way in I-8, they're going to CX. I think I need them to do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This stack with the concealed guy, we'll just do bypass 1. I don't know if technically these guys see down the road. I always forget. I'm going to do this, but only to I3, just to remember. Yeah, they don't. Makes sense. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're going to stay there for 5. Guys in the foxhole are going to assault move out. and so are these green guys. If you don't assault move, there's potential to be shot at, and I don't want to get shot at. That's all I can do for moves. Defensive fire phase, I'm going to have the vehicle try for 8 up 1, because why not? 6 on 8 is a morale check of some sort. That's probably just a 1 check, yeah. That is enough to ELR them, which is terrible, because that means they are now disrupted, which means they will instantly surrender unless I decide to shoot at them, which maybe. Doesn't seem sporting, but maybe. Mortar is going to shoot into K6, because why not? It is a hit. It is not rate. And it is an up 1 shot, which will do nothing. I will combine these 2 squads for an 8 up 2. 6 on 8 is a 1 check. That guy also ELRs and breaks. Sniper does not activate. This is turning out to be terrible for the Dutch. Why not? 8 up 1. Nope. Do I try for shenanigans? I mean, they're gonna... The concealment doesn't really matter for me. I really don't think it matters. Because at worst, I delay my own movement by a turn. And I don't know if I want to have prisoners. I need to capture buildings, and prisoners is seriously going to hold me down. And I don't want to massacre or anything, because that'll just increase... So the question here is, essentially, if I don't shoot them and they become prisoners, if I refuse the prisoners, then no quarter comes into play. If no quarter is in play, then taking these buildings may be that much harder. So I think I'm going to go for the crazy option and essentially try to murder these broken guys and make them disappear. So this is going to be 12, 24, 30 firepower flat. 4 on 30 is 2 KIA, so that guy just disappears. And I did not invite the sniper, thankfully. That'll be it for defensive, because I have nothing else to shoot at or with. I mean, I could reveal a guy, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put these guys on top. There. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. Routes do have 1 to do. Let's do this. So in the route phase, these guys are going to leave their foxhole. They pay the combined cost. So that's going to be 3 and then 5. That'll be it for routes. Advances. These guys will advance. You'll advance. I could technically split these guys. Maybe I do that and try to at least have something to hold on. These guys are good here. These guys will jump into the building, and so will these guys. That's all I can do for advance. We go to CC, of which there is 1-1. That is a casual direction, and 1-1 is a kill. That sucks. All right. Not sure that's an even trade, but the Germans will certainly take it. That's it for CC. End of turn, just to make sure I don't forget this. These guys will gain concealment. So will this 437, and so will these guys in E3. So everybody should be concealed now, outside of the 1 broken guy. German turn 2, weather, no change. In the... I need to check that now. Shoot. I need to know if support weapon destruction comes into play on that 1, colored 1 in the CC. It might actually, and I always forget if A11.13. Support weapon may not be used. Each gun support weapon consists by eliminating may also be if the original the attacker makes a subsequent DR. If the DR is less than the black kill number of the CC attack. Okay, so I make a die roll. The support weapon's gone. This is something I need to try and remind myself for support weapons and CC, because you want to get kills, but getting kills could potentially kill or eliminate support weapons. Guns as well, because guns actually have a VP value, and I find that's something I never try to, I never really take into account, even though it's not like it's a new concept or anything. Okay, so that thing is done. I will do the rally attempt. They will make it, so these guys come back, and then a rally over here. Goes to a 9. It's only down 1, so they are still broken, but the DM goes away. Not what I wanted. There we go. Prepare phase. In the prepare phase, I don't think I have anybody that can actually, like, shoot at people outside of these guys. But do I want to 4 up 2? You know what? I don't think so. I think I want a turn of movement here. So in the movement phase, this 447 is going to assault move to K5. I can't let this stand. So an 8 flat, that's a 7. It's a 1 check. Pretty sure it's a 1 check. These guys will break. These guys are first fired. Yeah. So there's 4. 447 over here. We'll do 2-4. I don't think anybody can shoot at them. 447 in L3 will go 2-4. These guys will final, because why not? They're just, that's it. There is a 2 residual now there. I don't need to move this 7-0, essentially. The 247 is going to declare CX. 2, 3, and then 4, 5. I don't. These guys might be able to see them, but it's not really a good shot. So I don't think I really want to take that shot yet. Stack in M1. He's going to use the leader. So 2, 3, 4. Actually, I should just bypass, really. So, oh, I can't, because that's, well, yeah, I think I'd be paying the, all right, doesn't matter. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll assault move to or advance to I2. Unless I want to bypass and then get to J2, which can't be shot, so I could do bypass 5, 6. I really don't think G5 can see him. I don't want to take that chance. Not yet, anyways. Crag is 2 movement. Okay. So stack in L2 does not want to risk the road, so 2, 4, 6. This is going to give me a lot of options to kind of shuffle around here. M3, the squad will do 2 and then 4. Guy with the mortar will do 1, 2, and then road bonus 3. Yeah. Obviously, acquisition goes away. And then armored car will start for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? I think just 6. Stop for 7. Delay the rest. And then I'll try and essentially try to shoot on these guys. That's all I can do for movement. We go to defensive fire phase. I'm going to try. I don't think this is going to work, but I will try the squad only against J2. Yeah. IFT. Okay, cool. LMG is then going to shoot at the armored car. It's a hit. Nope. And that'll be it for them. Take the residuals off here. What do I want to do here? I do have a green squad I can shoot. Don't think it's necessarily worth it. I'm going to shoot this stack with the 9-2 leader against the half squad here. I don't know if that's... Yeah, that is visible. It is... That looks almost like it should be 3. It's an up 3, down 2 shot, so it's a 8 on 6, which is a pin test check. They are fine. No, they are not fine. They are pinned. I think the 4-3-7 is going to shoot a 2. That would be a 2 up 2. You know what? Both squads will shoot. It'll be a 6 up 2. Nope. And then the HMG is going to shoot at the armored car. That is not a hit because they are considered. They're still considered moving. So everybody's essentially shot. Nothing else I can do. We'll go to advanced fire phase. 4 up 1. Nope. I just have bad time on that one. And these guys don't have options. Armored car in J3 is going to take a shot at G5. It is 4, but it's up 2, so it's not going to matter. That's it. Right. Routes. This squad in K5 will pay 4 to get back to L3. That's it. Advances. I'm going to try my luck here. They are inexperienced. I don't think I will get anything crazy. I'm just trying to see here. I didn't miss a sand, did I? No, perfect. Squad will join the armored car. How do I want to split these guys up? This 9-2 is kind of scary. I think I'm going to make a base of fire with these guys against this building. This 4-6-7 will go up. And then this stack goes to I3. Guy with the mortar is going to essentially move to L3. He gets to do that because it just costs him 1, so he's not CX'd. Leader will join because I need to rally that broken guy. CC, there is 1. We have Germans, then the Dutch. There's no ambush. Germans first, 1-1, 1-1, no effects. Probably should, well, I don't know if capture attempt is really what I want to do because I don't really want prisoners. Again, because I don't have a huge manpower advantage, I guess I could grab them and then bring them over to the mortar guy and just have the mortar guy kind of deal with it, but I don't know. Dutch turn 2, weather, no effect. We go to rallies. There's 1 that they can attempt. They will get their squad back, which is really nice. The Germans will also get their squad back. Okay, impressive for both sides. Gotta take off pins here. And then prep fire phase. I now have a lot more targets. So I think my goal here is going to be... I think I need to shut this down. So first things first. Squad and G5 will take a shot at the... No, I think I just need to pour it all on them. So 4 up 1, 8 on 4 will do nothing. Actually, it's up 2 because the CX. I'll then have the LMG shoot at the vehicle, which they will hit and won't get a kill. So that's going to be them prepped. This stack, F4, I'm going to take a shot with E3 first. So that's a up 3, down 2. So up 1 shot on 6. It's a 9 on 6, won't do anything. And then I was really hoping to save this for a secondary shot, but I think I just need to do a 14 up 1. 8 on 14 is going to be a morale check of some sort. Probably a 1 check. 8 on 14. I barely. It would have been a 2 morale check. So 1 morale check. Leader's fine. That's a... is that a ELR? Pretty sure my ELR is 4. It's a up 1. Yeah, no, that is an ELR and break and casualty reduction. Kind of the worst result possible. And then, oh, that's halved versus these guys, so it's a 7. So 8 on 7 is a pin test check on these guys. They're fine. Let's drop these guys to the bottom here. I did get rate of fire with the HMG, so I will take a second shot. That is a 8 on 6, which is a pin test check and rate. So leader's pinned, squad is fine. I'll take another shot. It's a 9 on 8, which is nothing, no rate. So leader's pinned, drop him down. Perfect. Okay, not exactly what I wanted to see as the defender, or as the attacker, but not too bad. Squad in I7 is going to assault move to J6. And these guys are, I think I'm going to try and hoof it here. Do I CX? Probably not. Actually, no, I need to CX because of the inexperienced guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 to F5. I could potentially shoot, but I think I'm going to save it. That's all I can do for movement. Defensive fire phase. Armored car will go first. I'll try an 8 up 2. Nope. And I will break the main gun. Let's mark them. Although I don't think it really matters. 4, 6, 7. Ooh, you know what? I could just... Yeah. I think... This is a little silly, but I do have the firepower for it. I'm going to have everybody here, fire group, against this stack in F4. I believe the max is going to be 4. 3 for building, and then everybody essentially has 1... Like, that's 1 hindrance, that guy's got a hindrance, that guy's got a hindrance, etc. So, I think everybody's shooting up 4. This is 14. I think everybody is in range as well, yeah. So 14, 18, 27, 31, 35. I'm so close to 36. 35 up 4. That is a 12 on 35. Is a 1 morale check. Green's break, and other guy is something. So he breaks. It's a 1 check, so he doesn't ELR. Bottom guy berserks. Yeah, that's a fucking berserk. God damn it. Actually, no, that is a berserk because it's allied minor. God damn it. And there's no bonus I can give him. I mean, I guess it's berserk on his turn, so he doesn't have to run, which is nice, but I so hate... I hate berserks on HMG guys. Like, I wish there was a... I guess that's the one reason why you always... Like, if you have crews, put your crews on HMGs so you don't have that garbage happen to them. Well, nothing else I can do. Advanced fire phase, I could do 1 firepower against, like, this guy. It's not worth it. And it'd be 1 up 2, so really not worth it. Oops. Preps and defensive come off. Routes. There is 1 broken guy. I don't really care to route him. I don't think I will. This green guy, however, is going to route back. That's it for routes. Advances, I'm going to have... I'm going to try and join this. If I can try and cause a problem here, might help me out enough. Should have marked them. These guys, F5, are... The green guy's going to go where the HMG is. The leader is not. And the reason is that this HMG is going to have to drop. Get dropped by the squad, I believe. I think you have to. I'm not actually sure if Berserks must or can. I don't think they have to bring their machine guns with them, because that seems especially stupid. But I didn't do it in the campaign. Mostly because I wasn't sure, and I don't know. Okay, what does it say here? Berserk unit must abandon which individually... Yeah, okay. So if it... Yeah. So if it costs more than 1 portage point, they have to drop it. Which makes sense. It makes sense to rush with an LMG versus anything else. That's all my advances. However, we go to CC. This guy just gets auto-revealed. It is now 2-1 for the Dutch. That's a definite kill. I only care for a 1-1, which will get a casualty reduction because I don't think there's any other value you can assign to that. If I check the CC table, I don't think there's anything just against inexperienced personnel, and they're not overstacked or anything, so it shouldn't matter. Cool. Alright, that's it for turn 2. We go to turn 3. Take off our move thing. Take off our pins. Weather, no change. Rally phase. Rally phase actions. Germans are going to try and rally first. Didn't get it. And then repair. Didn't get it. Alright. DM will come off. Dutch will try to rally. Didn't get it. And DM comes off. This guy's CX should be off. Cool. I think that's it. Prep phase. 8 up 1. 8 on 8 is a normal. So break and break. That sucks. Now I get to chase them down, essentially. Which, I mean, they're probably not going to rally, so I don't think that's really worth it. But I could. Okay, prep fire. Other than that, I think I'm going to go for armored car 4 up 2. Okay, that's a 2 on 4, which is fantastic. Or sorry, 4 on 4. Don't know why I said 2. 4 on 4, 1 morale check. They are fine. They don't get a rate of fire, although that would have been nice if the gun hadn't broken. Yeah, I think I just kind of have to... These guys are going to have to move, I think. Stack and I3 is going to take a shot at the gang with the HMG. Oh, you know what? I should have moved those guys. I was not thinking of the Berserk. Yeah, I should have moved them. Well, whatever. So this stack is going to shoot. It's a 9 up 3. Yeah. Or sorry, up 2 because the -1 leader. So we got a potential allied SAN, which sucks, but that is a 6 on 9, which is still just a 1 check. Berserks are fine. The other guys, man, if I had rolled that the other way around, so these guys break, which sucks because I needed them to exist for the HMG stuff. Sniper does not activate. I do have rate, so I might as well do a 5 up 2. Nope, and I did not break it. That's prepped. Do I take a chance at a 14 up 3? I mean, I might as well. I do have rate of fire on both machine guns too. So that's a 9 on 14, which is a normal morale check. So those guys are fine. Those guys are fine. Wow. 6 up 3? Sure, once. I don't cower because I have a leader. That is a 7 on 6, which is a normal. So we'll do that first. The Berserks are fine. The other guys are fine. Sniper doesn't activate. Not going to be fishing for anything else. It's not really worth it at this point. Yeah, wow. That's not, it's not super encouraging. I am going to go to movements. In the movement phase, these 447s will declare CX. They will go to J4 for 2. I don't think I want to shoot them. They continue to I5. These guys will take a shot. They will not be successful because that is a 10 on 6. I now have options. Do I take a stab at them with these guys? I don't... I could try and pick up the pieces. Is it worth it? Kind of leave myself open to other shenanigans. Okay, so... so the idea here is, if I shoot at them... If I shoot at them with this stack with the 9-2, I do kind of get like one free movement out of these guys. If I don't kill them, they get up on G5. If I do kill them, that's still this firepower that can't be used on this stack, which isn't the end of the world. However, still don't necessarily want them to, you know, have that. And this stack has shot. I think I'm gonna take my chances. We'll roll it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 6. It's a down 2 shot. So it is a 5 on 6, which is a 1 morale check, and they're fine. That sucks. And then I will continue for 6 total. So there's 2 residual here. These guys will take a second shot because I might as well. Doubled halved, flat 7 on 6, I believe is normal. These guys will then break. That kind of sucks. Yeah, that's not so great. But these guys are final fired, which is nice. I will then have the guy with the mortar. You know what? He'll do 1 and then 2, just normal move. It doesn't. I don't think it matters. Yeah. Because I can't shoot it with these guys. And this HMG, I really need this HMG to shoot at this stack to try and get the kill. I don't really have anything else to do with them. Leader with the 447 is going to declare CX. They will go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm just going to have to take him prisoner. I really need to get this guy back. As much as I don't want to take prisoners, I think I'm kind of forced to here. Over on the upper side of the board, these guys will lose CX. I will have them assault move to G1. I could potentially shoot at them. They don't have a defensive modifier. I think I'll take a shot. Nope, and break LMG. God damn it. Okay. These guys are... I mean, they're final fired now. Shit. Okay, here's where the risk comes in, because if I can at least pressure this unit, I could also... yeah. Okay, so I'm going to declare CX. I will go to G2 for 2. I'll then go to F1 for 3.5. I will take a shot with the HMG and squad. It's a down 1, up 1 on 10. 8 on 10 is a normal morale check. They are fine. God damn it. That sucks. It's a problem because now that's 5. I don't think I can final protective because they're not adjacent. And then 6. So now I essentially have this building for free. And I wasn't planning on having H2 go that way. I would have actually really liked them to try and like pressure F4. But I don't have options all that much. That's it for movement. Defensive, everybody's shot. Realistically, I think, nope, yeah, nope. Everybody's shot. Nobody has another shot. Advanced fire phase, I mean, none. I could, that's not true. I'll do a 4 up 1. No. Alright, I wasn't lucky enough to try and get rid of those guys. That's it for advancing fire phase. We'll go to routes. I gotta take residuals off. Routes, so H5, they'll go 2-4 back here to the leader. These guys have to surrender because otherwise they can't go anywhere without being adjacent. So they just instantly become prisoners. We'll make 2 of them. Ones that... There we go. And you guys. I'm going to give them to... I can't really... I mean, I can give it to the leader, I guess, but I'll just give it to the squad. It doesn't really matter. I'll give it to the squad. There are no other routes to do. I kind of want to keep this guy here, if only because, again, this HMG is going to have to get dropped, and if I can have a guy pick it up ASAP or something, it's kind of my only hope. Sorry, it's my only hope with that guy, I think. Advances, so I'm going to have the prisoner stack and leader, put that there, jump to where the broken guy is, so I can try and rally him. Try to keep that. 247 is going to go to F1. CX guy in D0 is going to go to D1. The stack in H1 is going to split with the leader in the far group. 447 and J4 goes to I5. And that's it. No CC anymore. We go to Dutch turn 3, weather, no change. Rallies and stuff. Self-rally from the broken guy, almost, which is gross that I almost got it. Stack in E5 will come back, so they get a green back, and repair does not work. Over on the German side, they are going to try and rally the non-DM guy. That does not work, sadly. Then the DM guy, which also doesn't work, sadly. And then repair. This guy loses his main armament. Sucks. That is it for rallies. Prep. I mean, he has so many targets now. Stag in G5 shoots at I3. That should just be up 1. Yeah, it's just up 1. That is a 5-on-6, which is a 1 round check. So leader is fine, squad is broken, and the other guys are dead. So he breaks. Yeah, that's probably... Yeah, that helps out a lot. But it does not save me. It does not save these berserks, that's for sure. 9-2 with the squad are going to take a shot at the stack in H2. If I break them, that might really help me out. So it's a up 3, down 2. So 5-on-4. I believe it's a 1 check. Leader's fine. Wow, my squads are all breaking. That sucks. Okay. Other than that, these guys, maybe I do like a 2 up 1. They don't cower 5-on-2 normal. You've got to be kidding me. Is that even a legal shot? Yep. Wow. I've gotten 2 12s as the Germans. Yeah. My 2 morale check 12s have been on the Germans, and the 1 heat of battle has been on the Dutch. There's a favored side going on here. Yuck. Oh, I guess there is an extra +1. Shit. I mean, the leader doesn't have to shoot. Was that a... shoot. Yeah, the +1 does have to come in, so those guys are just they're pinned. If we treat it as a pin task check, that sucks. All right, well, I mean, it sucks for the Dutch, but also I hate when that it's an easy thing to somehow overlook. We'll take the Seahawks off because that'll come off. Anyways, we go to movement phase. Berserks will drop their machine gun. However, they have plenty of choices here. So everything here is within 3 hexes. They technically can't see I5, which actually will save them because otherwise I was going through G5. What that means is I get to pick where this guy goes. If I go north, it's where the most actual firepower is because everybody managed to fucking survive. If I go south, I could potentially win. However, like there's 2 hexes of potentially being hosed. Technically, they can get hosed anywhere. These, at the very least, are better targets, juicier targets. But yeah. So I think, like, if these guys survive to F, it's just there's two different hexes that could give them that. I don't think it's worth it. So they're gonna run to G4. These guys are now the closest. So I have a deciding factor here on whether I go H3 or H4. As the Germans, I'm not going to risk it and just take the 4 down 2 shot. That's a 7 on 4. They don't take pin task checks, which, of course, I would roll that. Even though it's just not worth it. I could take a shot with the mortar. I say I hold off. They go to H3. Because again, these guys are just broken. I'll take a shot with the stack with the LMG. Actually, I'll take a shot with these guys first. No. There is 2... Hold on. And then technically 1 residual here. Guy with the LMG is going to take a shot. That is a 7 flat. How am I rolling so badly? They will do nothing. They will leave 2 residual. The armored car will take a shot. That is 4 flat. So 5 on 4 is a 1 check. They are fine because that's what always happens to me in these cases. Yeah, so the option here is either I go to I3 and potentially get blasted by a 237 that has not shot yet, or from G2, which has shot yet. Both are essentially equal. So 9-1, because why not? And then mortar guys will take a shot as a 4 flat. It's another pin task check. These guys can't shoot, and nobody else has shots, realistically. So that's just unreal. Unreal that everybody that needed to break broke. Ugh. All right, well, such is life. Defensive fire phase, the only other thing I can really do is D1 to those guys. Now I get a good shot. Up 3, it's an 8 on 4, nothing happens. Advanced fire phase, triple point blank, halved, so 6 up 1. No. These guys go to CC. Take off residual, take off rep. Everybody's shot, so there's not going to be any advancing fire after this. Take off defensive. So we go to routes. So in the route phase, I believe you're not locked in. I always make this mistake, or at least I feel like I always make this mistake. You should be able to route out of CC without any issue. Well, without any issue. You Obviously, you should be able to route. I just don't think you're super punished for it. I think they should be fine. Because CC, if you're in melee, you have to roll for it and all that. Or you have to not die, I guess, is more the specific thing. But CC in and of itself does not prevent... Where is it? 11. A11. Does it say... Mechanics, resolution... Yada, yada, yada... Broken units. A broken unit may be attacked in CC and subsequent broken units may never attack but still defend full. Broken infantry in melee may not route. You have to attempt withdrawal. Yeah, okay. So you can, if you are... Yeah. So you can essentially leave and then you have to follow regular stuff. So, these guys are going to... I don't know if I have to actually break this guy. I'm not sure how the convention works, because normally leaders can follow. I'm going to assume that leader can follow. And then these guys... Oops. Are essentially all going to route to I2 first. And then J1 and J0. I think that is... a legal thing for them to do. H2 will be similar in that they will route H1, I1, J0. I think is a legal destination. I think. Pretty sure it is. Because this is within 6 normally, but as long as they declare it and they can move in a different way, they should be able to make it. So there's no CC there anymore. That's it for routes as well. Everybody else is moved. These guys, yeah. I mean, the mortar guys might be screwed, but we'll see. Advances, leader and squad. I feel like this guy should just stay there, and this guy has to stay there. There's no move that'll save them. No CC occurs. We go to German turn 4. I should probably put up a counter for just VP, I guess. So the Germans have 1 out of potential 6, I think I said. Was it 6? Yeah, 6. Okay, weather, no change. Kind of glad I got an 11 on there. Rallies. We'll do the DM ones first. The second guy goes up to a 9, down 2 for leader and woods. So the guy with the MMG comes back. The other guy does not. And we'll just stuff these guys at the bottom. Over here, rally doesn't make it because I'm stuck with that. That machine gun's broken. Rally attempt on F4. I don't think anybody shot at them. Did I shoot at them? I waited for Berserk. I don't think anybody shot at them. They will not rally, surprisingly. The HMG is also not on there. The 437 is going to try and pick it up. They will... 437 gets the HMG. And then repair. No. Okay. I think that's it. Prep fire. Armored car. Berserks. 8 up 1. Nope. This is gross. I'm sure maybe someone will say that you can't see because this guy's technically on the road, but I don't know. It seems kind of silly to be adjacent like that and not be able to see him. More fun that way to me. So the armored car is prep fired. Squad with the mortar. It's a 4 up 1. Or I could try to mortar this building, which seems way more appealing. I could also mortar G5. Oh, shoot. I need to check. I forget if the meatball thrower is air bursts. I've been playing like they do, but they might not. I guess technically it doesn't really matter. It didn't particularly hurt at the start. I didn't get any kills with it, so there's that. The vehicle and then ordnance. Yeah. Okay. Just double checking here on this mortar. I might not be able to. German note N. No, okay, it doesn't say it doesn't have it, so it is my movement phase. Yeah, mortar, LMG, not a hit, rate, and acquisition. Hit, rate, 6 on 3, I think. I'm trying to remember what that value is. Pretty sure it's 3. Pin test check. They are not pinned. Acquisition goes down to a -2. Hit or shot, hit, rate, IFT, nothing. Hit, no rate. 6 on 3. Pin test check. They are fine. All right. Well, let's come on. Yeah, it really sucks that my main firepower has all been broken. It might actually be gained because I don't know how I grabbed 4 buildings at this rate. Squad with the LMG shoots at the 9.2 leader and squad. It's an up 3 shot on 7. So 9 on 7 is a pin test check. Leader is pinned. Other guy's fine. I'm gonna have to see if I can work with that. I probably will not, but you gotta try. Movement phase. In the movement phase, yeah, like I have to keep these guys. If I didn't have this, if this guy could have fucking rallied. So this guy with the prisoners is going to normal move to H6 for 2, and then 3-4 into G6. If I take a shot, I am potentially killing prisoners. If I don't take the shot, there's a nice 447 adjacent to me. I think I'm going to not shoot and take my chances. That's gonna bite me in the ass, I'm sure. Yeah. 447 is gonna assault move. He'll take a shot now. Jesus. 3 on 6. Actually, 3. It's a 4 on 6. Because I assault moved. 2 morale check. He's fine. Snipers on both sides. German sniper activates. All right, both activate. German first 6-6 is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Goes to the 9-2. Random selection squad leader. Well, squad's now pinned, so everybody's pinned here. I probably. No, the order doesn't matter. Normally, I would have put the leader first, but order doesn't matter when random selection. Unlike morale check. M4. 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That goes off board. I think the closest. That's 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. They go here, and they pin these guys. I should be glad, because it didn't target this guy. That would have sucked. Really glad it didn't hit this stack, more or less. Half squad assault moves to E2 specifically so they can't get shot because that might be clean. Actually, it's probably super clean, but they'll assault move here. These guys will take a shot because I'd be silly not to. Doubled, then halved, so it's a 4. It's open ground, so it's technically down 1, but 8 on 4 does nothing. I'm going to not risk it and take a shot with F4. That is a very clean shot. They are shooting with the HMG and everybody. So it's a -1 shot on 10. So 5 on 10 is 2 morale check. They ace it somehow. I don't understand this. They ace it. They're first fired. They have rate, but they can't make another shot because of movement factor, or yeah, movement factor expenditures. First fire. This squad loses its CX. They will assault move to D2. I am going to take a second shot because I can. It's doubled half twice. It's a up one shot for hedge, so nothing happens there. This is going to disgust me to no end. 9-1 with the squad that came back. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys can technically subsequent. What is that? It's a +2 down 1, so +1 on 5. 8 on 5. And test check. Leader's fine somehow, and so is the squad. Oh, I'm very confused by all these rolls. Defensive fire phase. These guys are finaled. This guy's just gonna try against the H5. Nope. Damn it. Okay, well, this is not good. Somehow everything is turning around for everybody all the time. That's it for defensive advanced fire phase. I believe the guards are halved. So I'm going to fire group with both these guys against the guy with the LMG. Come on. 4, 6, up 1. 4 on 6 is 2 morale check. That guy, ELRs, and breaks. What else? These two guys will fire group as a 6 up 2. Nope. Pretty sure no. And then over in G2, the 9-1's going to assist the MMG guy and squad. I think the MMG gets to count as an LMG. I don't know if it needs to. I don't know what the values are. Does it still count it as a 3? That's for our phase. I know there's specifically a mention for it. That's for our phase fire. There's assault fire, column shifts, modifiers. Where the heck is it? Small arms attacking halved, even if firing, blah blah. Does it not say when? I'm gonna treat it as 3, because I always, unless there's an entry for German MGs. I don't think so, but I thought I read that on Saturday. LMG, there's first fire there. That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna does this say anything? No. Alright, that's annoying. I can't tell. So, 2-2. Always the times. Actually, yeah, no, it's still 2-2. No, if I had gotten the, I guess it's, yeah, 4.5. That would have made a difference, but whatever. Nothing else I can do. So we go to routes. In the route phase, this guy, can he see? This is technically closer. No. Can he see these guys? Yes. Shit. He surrenders. he cannot retreat, so he surrenders. And then I've got them all stacked on one guy anyways, so I might as well. LMG gets dropped. That gets dropped. This goes away. Did I shoot this stack? I feel like I did shoot this stack. Maybe I'm crazy. Sorry if I'm adding a DM where it shouldn't. I've completely lost track because of all this berserk and other stuff. Did I shoot with the berserk? I don't know if I did. 8 up 1. They're fine. Fuck. Sniper doesn't activate. All right. Good talk. Advances. In the advance phase, I gotta take off my preps here. In the advanced phase, guy with all the prisoners advances to F5. Guy in H5 goes to G5. These guys jump here. This stack is going to split. This is probably the worst idea I've ever had. But we're going with it. CC, there's one German, Dutch. Oh, he might not. Does he add his if he's pinned? I don't think so. Yeah, unpinned leader. So they are ambushed as a result. Because again, he can't use his modifier if he's pinned. He shouldn't be able to use his modifier if he's pinned in CC, but A11.14? Where does that say? A11141. Where's A11141? I'm going to be so sad if he gets to use it, even when he's pinned. Integral, inherent, leader, by applying his leadership. Okay. But pinned. I'm gonna be sad because it's probably gonna be pinned. Pin leadership. Where is leadership? A7831. Can either direct an attack nor voluntary route, although it may still voluntary break. It's weird. Yeah, it doesn't specify. I don't. It seems so weird that a unit. It seems so weird that a leader could be pinned and get to use his bonus in CC. I feel like that has to be a thing that's not possible. Because A11.141 only specifies that he can apply it regularly unless he's attacking alone or if the guys are berserk. But it shouldn't circumvent. It doesn't say it prevents pin from applying. And sadly, there's no example given that that states it, I don't think. There's a pin DM here in the example, but no pin in melee. That's actually weird because it's like one of the only things that's not in the multiple examples. I'm going to assume it doesn't because, again, it does not make sense that a leader who's pinned suddenly gets to use it for that, but also not for ambush. And that's the more important part, is the ambush doesn't get affected by a pinned leader. So why would anything else? So 1-1 down 1, no, and then 1-2 up 1. That is going to be a casualty reduction for the Dutch. They will have a full squad because, yep. Of all the things. 1-1 down 1, get nothing. That's it for CC. We go to Dutch turn 4. Weather, no change. Rallies. A lot of rally stuff. In the rally phase, Dutch go first. Pins come off. They will attempt to rally. I guess technically this guy would have been DM'd anyway, so it doesn't matter. Goes to a 7 down 1. This guy rallies because, again, that's wild. Germans will attempt to rally in the back. They will get it. They will attempt to rally this guy. They will finally get it. Hopefully not too little too late. We go to prep fire phase. Berserks can't shoot. So HMG and squad are going to shoot at the 9-1. Jesus. Okay. It's a 3 on 10, I think. Yep. 3 on 10, K3, because random selection. Yep. That figures. 3 morale check, of course. And yep. Alright. I hate this. This is the worst. I feel like all the luck's been on the Dutch side today. 4 up. Oh, I forgot to take. He picks it up. 4 up 1 or 8 up 1. Sorry, 1 morale check. He's pinned. Something. That's it for prep. Movements. Berserkers will instantly try to move into J3. The half squad will shoot first, I guess, as a 6 flat. They will cower to 4. So 4 on 4 is a 1 round check. They are fine. Sniper activates. 6-2, 1-2. It's going to pin the guy with the LMG. And then armored car will take a shot. That is 12 flat. 3 on 12, K3. Surviving half squad. Okay, I'm just going to put a counter, but they'll get to shoot. So yeah, I'm not going to forget that. That's it for move. Defensive. These 2 squads will take a shot. They're both halved. One's for pin, one for having guards. So 6 and 4, 10 up 3. 9 on 10 is a pin task check, which is not what I'm looking for. Pin, pin, and pin. That would have won me the game. Leader's not pinned, but that would have won me the game. If that was that, right? Guards should shoot with an extra 1. Or halved. I don't think I'm crazy on that one. Do guards should be halved. There's no way that guards are not halved. Unless that's only for CC, which doesn't make sense. The guards whose US number is less than the total US if its prisoners may not attack any other unit except in the CC. Yeah, okay. Wait, so it's only halved in... So it's not halved regularly, it's just halved in CC. What? I feel like I have to reread this. Okay. Guards and unarmed units, blah, blah. Now, a guard can guard prisoner total of 5 times their US number. So essentially, as an example, if this is a unit size 3, they can guard up to 15. So essentially 5, they can guard 5 other of its type. Cool. Stacking with blah blah. You can already stack. That's fine. Guard firepower. A guard whose his unit size number is less than the total unit size of his prisoners may not attack any other unit or any unit other than its prisoners except in CC, and may not use a support weapon, interdict, or kindle. I'm not using a support weapon. I'm not interdicting. I'm not kindling. And I'm not under my prisoner size. So yeah, you just get full attack on as a guard. How did I must have thought that was so silly for it not to be the case. I don't get why it's the case. Alright, whatever. And that turns from... Because this guy is doubled. So it's 8, 6, 14. So that becomes a 9 on 14. Does that make that into... Of course it makes it into normal morale check. So then if we use those numbers as normal morale checks, leader gets pinned, and then these two guys break. And that will probably win me the game. Although this is yet to be... Yeah. That is also a problem I'm probably not going to be able to circumvent. But we'll see. So that happened. Those guys will get marked. It's not important to do it now. Squad with the LMG. Nah, there's no point. I'll Hail Mary against there. It's defensive, so it's 3.5. It's up 3. Yeah, it's a 7 on 3.5. It's a pin test check, which doesn't matter. Sniper doesn't activate. Did I miss another sniper? No. I don't believe so. Alright. Advanced fire phase, tripled halved, +1. So 3 up 1, nothing. CC. Routes. That's a problem. That's a real big problem. Technically, these guys can't route anywhere. They have to become prisoners as well. Because this gets them closer to E3. There's no... Essentially, there's no hex that's not adjacent to an enemy unit. At least some of them are good order, but that's not what matters. I cannot get closer to them. I believe they become prisoners. Wow, from all these shenanigans. This is dumb. Sometimes it's hard not to laugh at when things get really silly/stupid. This is like head in hands crying. Essentially, like this is so much, I think is the only way to put it. F2, those guys go to G2, that's it. I could pull them further, it doesn't really matter. I'd rather keep them closer anyways. Advances, nobody can move. This DM goes away. I guess technically this, he's pinned. I don't know if he can pick it up. We'll say he can't because he's pinned. I don't know how that works. There's no advances that can be done. We go to CC. We'll do the melee that's ongoing. This is now 1-1 down 2. They fail, and this will be 1-2 because no reason not to. That doesn't work. Over here, there's no ambush because they did not advance into the hex. They are already there. So it's a 1-1 for the Berserks and a 1-1 for the Germans. The Germans continues. There is a vehicle there. So there's no reason not to target that. So that half squad goes away. Half squad goes away. And DR... yeah, there's no value. There's no value there, pretty sure. So they get a 6-1. I need a 6-1. So they will generate a 6-1. They are no longer Berserk because they killed a unit. Then, because they're in CC, they're still in a CC hex with a... this mortar blows up too. So that's... go figure that one. So, because they're in a hex with a vehicle, the vehicle now gets to essentially shoot back. They are at a 1-1 for... because they still have their machine gun. And that will be enough to kill everybody. So, sure. Okay. I don't... Oh, what are these rolls? If I would be I would be so frustrated if this was my dice. I would be throwing them in a microwave. Oh my god. Okay. Um that's that's it for CC. We go to German turn 5. Weather, no change. Pins go away. Rally phase, we'll do the self rally first, so leader makes it, and then he will try to rally his buddy. He's got a DM, so it won't happen, but it's important at least to point it out. Leader tries to pick up. He picks up the HMG, which isn't going to matter, and I'll explain why soon. We go to prep fire phase. I'm not taking any prep fire because there's no point. We go to movement. In the movement phase, these guys instantly split. The half squad with the LMG is not going to be the one carrying the prisoners anymore. And they will declare a single man overrun, or an infantry overrun is what I should say. And this is specifically because I don't want that leader to have that machine gun, and I don't ever do infantry overruns, so looking at this now is it's interesting. So an infantry MMC may enter into in the movement phase in a location containing only one known enemy SMC. In this case, it is F4 with the 8-0, and it costs double provided they pass a normal task check. They pass a normal task check. Now, a leader may exempt all MMCs stacked with. I don't have an MMC with them. A unit may take its normal task check at any time during the movement phase prior to entering the enemy location, which is interesting because you can technically do it like hexes before. It's kind of what it sounds like. Okay, so you need to add a DRM equal to the TEM, so he will fail it, essentially. If I'm adding TEM, he fails it. Yeah, there's no other units, so they can't deny. I'm not... He's the only one doing it, so I don't have to do anything else. Now, Yeah, so essentially, he tries, it doesn't work, and then I guess you can keep moving normally because you haven't spent. Yeah, you haven't spent the movement points, so I think if you fail it, you just get to move normally. So in that case, they will assault move to F5 because that makes the most sense. Then this squad is going to split, and they will assault move to E5. I feel like I need to take a shot here. Yeah, I probably should have done it on the guy. Probably should have done that guy, but HMG will shoot at the guy in E5. So if I understand correctly, it is doubled, halved, no rate of fire because it is a single man counter using it, I believe. If I check machine gun, does it say? If I check machine gun, where's machine gun? Single man counter. They don't have a thing, an index for that? Why? Oh, and it brings me there? That's not what I want. I want machine guns. Give me the machine gun paragraph here. Machine guns, A9. SMC usage. May fire any as area fire while 2 stacked. Yeah. They're not stacked. You don't get any DRM. Yeah, okay. So essentially it's doubled halved. There is a +2 because I'm not I'm using assault movement. So essentially the roll becomes 7 on 6. which is a normal morale check with G bricks. All right. Oops. This guy is first fired. He's also pointing back this way because he has to, so nobody else can really do anything against him, or he can't do anything against anybody else. In the movement phase, armored car will start for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then stop because why not? Squad and leader will go 2, 4, 5, 6. Again, this leader can no longer shoot in any other direction aside from E5, F5. I could technically do E5, E4. That would make less sense, especially at the time, but that's just how I'm doing it. Squad with the LMG is going to assault move to F3 because they can. That guy's going to stay there. These guys will move 1, 2, 3, bypass 4, 5. You know what? Yeah, I should have late sexed this guy here and then move this guy down. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't think it's the end of the world. Actually, the value is going to be so crazy anyways. Yeah, we'll just do this. Pray to God. See what we get. No defensive fire, advanced fire phase. I mean, I guess just for shits and giggles. F5, both half squads and the LMG, or sorry, yeah, just the half squads are going to take a shot. The shot does not matter. Or at least I don't believe it matters. I could probably add this guy too. It wouldn't matter ultimately. But that would be 6. So 6, you know what? I should have just done everybody. Whatever. At this point, I named these guys, so these guys. 6 up 3. Even on a 3, it would still count as a normal morale checker of some sort, so they're fine. Then I will shoot with these guys in F3, G4, because why not? 11, the 10 on 11, pretty sure is nothing. It's a CTC. They're fine. Cool. Yeah, I think that's it. So we go to routes. These guys are going to just route back. Doesn't matter. I technically control that building, which is the only thing that matters. Advance. In the advance phase, we're going to dump units. You can go in there because you'll still be 2 to 1. You can go in there. You can go in here. You're going to go in the building. You're going to go here. I think that's fine. I don't really need to complicate my life anymore in this specific regard. So in E3, since this is a continuation, we're looking at 13 to 5. So 2 to 1, down 1. I'm pretty sure that's nothing. Is that 2 to 1, down 1? Yeah, nothing. I will go for a clean 1 to 1 versus the 2 half squads. Yep. All right. Well, ridiculous. I'm glad I didn't pick a different number, but Jesus. Over here, there is an ambush chance. So Germans, then the Dutch. No ambush. There shouldn't be an ambush. The Germans are at 7 to 1. And I might as well do a 1 to 2. I've gotten every possible lucky roll for the Dutch. I really don't think the Dutch are I don't know. I don't want to say meant to win, but it is gone every which way possible for them. I think it's over anyways, because so CC ends. The Germans have 3 buildings of 6. Rally phase happens. Weather, nothing. This DM goes away. They can't do anything. And there's a rally over here. which is not successful somehow. Prep fire happens, nothing defensive, nothing advance CC. Since they are the only units on board, I will go for a clean 1-to-1 against the leader and squad. So it's 1-to-1 down 2, and these guys are doing a 1-to-1 down 1. So everybody dies. Again, I've been incredibly lucky with the Dutch here. This flips. So this melee goes away, and now there's nobody to prevent control of these final 2 buildings, which doesn't matter because I have 4 now anyways because I won this melee. But yeah, wow. I don't really know what to say about this scenario because it was so dicey. I don't hate this scenario, but what's the balance on this one? Balance for the Dutch, they replace an 8-1 leader for an 8-0, and for the Germans, they get a second 2-3-7 with a mortar. I mean, I think I'm fine with the German balance, because it's not like you can really use the mortars that much anyways. Like, you're never at a point in this scenario where you're going to use the mortars and not get shot back at. So might as well. I guess the balance for the Dutch is fine. They're kind of already feels like a kind of uphill battle. I don't know if it would have made more sense to have the guys in foxholes further back. I think I would have felt that a lot more if I had not lost the first armored car instantly. I think if the first armored car survives, I get to shoot essentially in the rear of, you know, all of the Dutch troops, and I'm not really punished for it. Yeah. I mean, the armored cars really didn't accomplish all that much. The overrun didn't work. None of the shots really worked. I forget who broke them first. I think it was a 447 that did the work rather than the armored cars. And, like, the armored car didn't do anything against the Berserk. I guess the melee that happened, or the CC that happened, they did succeed there. So, you know, one armored car managed one action to really kind of change things, but outside of that, yeah. I mean, the armored cars are kind of tough to have an impact anyways, but they could have had more. I think really, like, what speaks to it is I got to capture a lot of guys, and if it wasn't for the captures, I might have been in a way worse position. Yeah. And I guess, like, you know, you can shoot at guys with prisoners, but I don't think it really ever helps out. I'd rather just welcome the guys bringing prisoners to my face and then go into CC against them. It wasn't really a viable option, but it's something that should be considered if you're defending against a guy being as aggressive as I was with prisoner/guards. Yeah, like I said, this one felt very dicey, so I don't know how to specifically rate it. I don't think it's a bad scenario, if that helps. If we're giving numbers, I'd probably give it a 6. If I'm being really polite, I'd give it a 7. It's definitely one that if I played it a second time, I think I'd have a better feel for how it might, quote-unquote, normally go. I think if the Germans can set up a base of fire and not have everybody on their line break instantly, yeah, like, it's going to be a way worse time for the Dutch. At the very least, I think that the Dutch getting a 9-2 is actually really good. And even though I didn't have him with the HMG, because I think that might be stacking too much value in one hex, I think it's definitely an equalizer. As long as your 9-2 doesn't get sniped or murdered instantly, I think the Dutch have a way harder, a way easier time to fend off at least some of the troops because, you know, especially being E3 or F4, you have really good line of sight on open ground hexes and being able to punish German units that move through. So, regardless, that is it for today for Grebbe. I don't know how you'd say it, but that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Saturday should be continuing campaign day with Rutan, and fingers crossed next week Dinant shall start. I if if we're not doing it, if we don't start it next week, I'm just gonna stop mentioning it because I feel like I'm gonna either go insane or that it'll become a meme or something. And look, Dinant will happen. That's a guarantee. It's more and always a matter of when. So until that when, have a lovely week.